or oil on a car, you go get a device. The device is called a funnel. Winnowing device, another winnowing device is called a shud. A shud is how you say breast in Hebrew. When you say shaddai, it equals the number 314. 314 in Gematria, 314 is a very significant numeric symbol because it represents the infinite powers beyond the number 3 and the irrational fractions of 22 over 7. So now when you get into that and you understand that the breast is a winnowing device, if you was ever breastfed, the only way you can get that milk is through that device. It's a winnowing device. So like cars need funnels to pour oil in them, humans need breasts to have the galactic milk of the galaxy in the form of their mother's milk, almost like the same way milk arrives or water arrives in the center of a coconut and you have to get it out. It's the same way. So what is Doth? Doth is the fount of the winnowing device. Doth is the location where knowledge is the bridge that brings wisdom and understanding into the world or the mind of those who sequester and ask for it. You heard? When you go and ask the universe for something, a lot of people think they under depression, and this comes from years of speaking English ecclesiastically and like watching TV and shit and believing in the lotto, right? That you're gonna sit there one day watching daytime television and Maury, and that God is gonna bless you with a phone call, or you're gonna go down to your mailbox and there's gonna be a check in there. You heard? That's gonna change the outcome of your life. And many people think just thinking about shit like that is gonna help them. You heard? A lot of that mind power shit, it starts getting corny when there's no narrative in there that you actually have to go do something. You know what I'm saying? So you get people who will sit up and they'll be like this, I don't have to, all I got to do is use my word. You heard? I just use the divine word. And I tell people, don't be somewhere, be naive to think that you using divine words is enough to make you satisfied when you hungry. If I was hungry, and I was like this, food, 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 and then use the force and all this shit. Do you think upstairs in the kitchen that it's some invisible force occupying with my imagination is making me a sandwich? You heard? And that it's going to come down the stairs on the plate? You heard? And deliver itself to me? Hell no. You heard? So our use of words is to enamor and give our physical body the ability and the know-how as to how to seek after that which we desire. You're going to have to get up and go do stuff. So in order for people to activate what Doth is, you got to understand what Hukmah and Binah is. You heard? So we could be talking about, and that's like going over people's head if you don't know tree structure, if you don't know the 22 letters of the Hebrew alphabet, and then you don't know the alternate methods of numbers. So the Kabbalists offer, this is why I'd be very wary if people speak of numerology if you're not a student of Kabbalah and you speak English. You're doing a disservice to yourself and it's to everybody that you're teaching. You heard? So you can say the numbers 1 through 10 using archetypes. You heard? Not just the number itself. You feel me? So when you say a number, like you say the number 5 to me, in my Kabbalistic parlance, I place the number 5 on the left side of the tree of life, and it deals with the planet Mars. It deals with the color red. It deals with aggression, and it deals with the delineating according to a quintessential model. You heard? And it's the location where righteous anger exists. You heard? As well as too much anger turns into terror, which is pakad. You heard? So I got these in my mind. So when somebody say a number to you, or anything for that matter, I got a whole series of references to run all of these narratives in, that now I have control over the physical world because I know all of the nuances connected to them. It's like this. I come in the space, there's a beautiful chair here. Chairs is one of the most significant technological advancements ever created by humans. You heard? The ability to sit elevated, you heard, and be able to do so, and have you can accomplish tasks from a chair, and you can also relax. You heard? So these advancements express themselves in the human desire to express themselves. So we have cultural morphologies. So the word Doth has always existed, because prior to that it was called the and you find in Sumerian and Akkadian writing, you find this term Uti. You heard? Uti, which means it's a divine truth. It's a divine truth that's drawn down from the initiate. It comes from a higher source. Where back in the day, in order for us to find truth in a situation, we would go and seek strength from the situation. How do we find strength? See, we could be speaking very simply without English inside the context of our culture if we only but knew the key phrases. So seeking strength is also seeking knowledge through sacrifice of something. The Oz, the Wizard of Oz, when they say that term, the Wizard of Oz, bro, they're talking about the sorcerer who sacrifices the goat. You heard? The word Oz actually means the goat, and it means strength. You feel me? Those who know about the number sciences of Kabbalah, they know that the number, the word Oz equals the number 77, right? I would tell my students, you go to Numbermatics, like Illmatics, you go to Numbermatics, Numbr Matics, Matics, and whatever Kabbalistic numerological number you bring out of your narrative is dead and stinking unless you understand what the number does in the universe without you being there to see it.